Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. So for today I'm going to be doing a first impressions on the new Warlock palette from Fantasy Cosmetica. So if you want to hear my thoughts on this palette, then please stick around for today's video and make sure you are subscribed before leaving today. I love indie brands and I love eyeshadow palettes. That is typically the content you will see here on my channel. So first things first, I'm going to pop up close-ups of the palette so you can see this baby up close and personal. And I'm going to read you some information on this launch. So this will be launching on Wednesday, September 27th. This will launch at 9 a.m. PST. I'll have everything in the description box in case you need to read some information for yourself. This collection includes an eyeshadow palette, 5 lip oils, and a perfume. The palette is $38.99. The lip oils are $12.49 and the single matte shadows are $4.99. The single duochromes or multi-chrome shadows, those will retail for $9.99. Once again, I'll have everything listed down below and those prices are before you use someone's affiliate code. If you would like to use mine, it is Brittany Ray. I really do appreciate it, but you do not have to use my code. So as far as the perfume goes, I have been wearing this today and I will say that this perfume right here, it lasted me all day. At first it was honestly like super earthy and it was really nice. It smelled very luxe, and as the dry down I noticed it kind of switched to more of like a masculine fragrance, but honestly it just smells super sexy and like it could be feminine or masculine because it's like super earthy at first and then it dries down to, I would say, more of like masculine. I love it and honestly I can't wait to keep testing it out, but that's just my first impressions on this. And I do like the bottle, it's absolutely lovely. I have not tested this one yet. This one is from the Sorcerer collection, and this one right here, it is so sweet. I have not tested it though. I need to see how it dries down, how it wears throughout the day. But so far, out of the 3 perfumes that I own from the brand, this one right here is from the Fighter collection, and this one is like a deep, rich chocolate mocha coffee. It smells so good, but honestly, it's not like my go-to scent. It just smells like dark chocolate. It's nice, but it's something I have to get used to. Out of the 3, I'm loving this one from the Warlock collection. I just love a masculine scent, so for me, and I love earthy scent, so give me that together, and I absolutely like this one. So now I want to zoom in, and we are going to create a look using the new Warlock palette. If you're curious, I am actually wearing this lip oil today. This is free, I don't even know how to say it, but it's a orangey, more nudie color one. Guys, I've been wearing this all day. I'm filming this, let me see the exact time because I had to film really late. It's 12:42 a.m. but that's just what we're working with. We're all sick right now, so I didn't have time to film during the day. But you know what? It is what it is. We're going to make it work. I'm super excited to play with this palette today. I will be swatching the lip oils at the end. There is one, the shade Demon. I'm not the biggest fan of the scent, so I'm not going to swatch that one. I'll save that one for a giveaway. But the others, they smell delightful. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and put this baby on my eyes. First, I'm going to go in with this shade right here. I feel like every time I will go in with this palette, I will always use this one as more of like a transition. It looks like a really pretty grungy yellow. Yep. I love shades like this so much. This is honestly like my perfect wearable neutral shade in a way. If I ever have a colorful palette, I love popping in the yellows first. It's just kind of like my comfort zone. And then I will layer on all of the more fun colors on top. It's just kind of like it's just like my go-to whenever I have colorful palettes. And the shade is pretty pigmented. I will say the mattes, I had to build up just a little bit on swatching, but that's kind of like every matte for the most part, and they layered on very nicely, so I'm assuming that's exactly what we're going to see on the eyes today. I mean, I just love a shade like this. Honestly, if you want it to be very wearable, if you want versatility in your palette, and you don't want to go very dramatic, you could just use like this one and pop in this very beautiful duochrome green. It's like a wearable green, or like this shade right here, and you have a very easy wearable look, if you will. Okay, so now, but you know, we're not going to stop there. We're going to pop on this beautiful green. It almost looks a neon, so I'm going to go in very softly. That's why I wanted to layer this yellow underneath it so it wouldn't be too bold. But if you just go in with this green, It's going to be very fun and bold, especially if you layer this on top of a white base. But that's about as green as I want to go because I'm going to try to just layer all these shades on my face today because I'm only going to be doing one look. This shade right here, it honestly swatched black, but if I see, like if you pair it with the greens, I think it would pull more green. So we'll have to see. But first, I want to go in with the shade Power. It's like a beautiful raspberry shade, very pigmented. This one was very pigmented when I swatched it, and I did this on purpose. I wanted to layer it on top of the green so it would pull almost like, I'm not going to say brown, but not super punchy and pinky, whereas if you just went in with this, it would be very, very pigmented and like reddy pink, but I'm not wanting that pigmentation. But that's something I really do enjoy about their mattes. They just blend really beautifully with one another, and you can kind of manipulate them based on what shade you want. If you want kind of more of a subdued look, or if you want more of like amped up. But I'm going back in with that yellow, and I'm just going to kind of blend these two together. Before we go in with the multichrome, I want to first go in with this like blue purple. It's almost like a deep blueberry shade, or like blackberry, I would say. Kind of a mix in between, like purple, you know? Very, very beautiful shade. And also something about the lip oils I wanted to say, that I've been wearing this one all day, and I would say that it lasts about 4 hours. I got this early this morning, like really, really early, so I was able to actually test this formula all day, and I'm really, like, I would say I eat about every 4 hours. So it was like every time I would eat, I could still barely feel it, so this is something I would probably reapply after each meal. Just if you were curious, I absolutely love the formula. It is honestly, you could make it thick if you like, because the doe foot's a really fat one, but I typically would just do like a dot and just put it on. That's how I like it the best. But that was just a side note, and I will say that it's not like a burning lip plumper. It's just more of like, you feel it doing something, but it's nothing uncomfortable. It's a very pleasant sensation. I kind of want to change the shape, so I'm just going in with a post-it note just to kind of help be a guide, so I can kind of make the shape a little different. Okay, I really like that shape. Now I'm going to go in with the multichrome. This one right here, Ritual, I had to go in with this one first because whenever I swatched this, honestly, it was so smooth and it just felt so luxe because of how smooth it was. I will say this one is like green, yellow, gold, very beautiful shift. Even some almost, I want to say blue in a way, just depending on how the light hits it. Oh yeah, definitely, I see blue. So I'm going to put this one more towards like the outer part, because obviously you'll see the shiftiness better if you put it across the whole lid, but since I'm only doing one look for today, I honestly wanted to see how many different shades I could use for today's video. My goal is to use all. I don't know if I'll be successful or not, but this one, it goes on so beautifully. Now I'm going to go in with this beautiful lime green right here because I want to see what that will look like on the lids. I want to put it on the inner part. Beautiful green. Honestly, this is super pigmented. Wow. Beautiful and bright. This would be beautiful for in the corner. If you were doing like a monochromatic green look, I think that would work out lovely. It's a very soft shadow. I really enjoy the texture of this one. So for the inner corner, I want to go in with the other multichrome. This one is like a beautiful pink, but it shifts blue. And honestly, I also saw orange earlier. It just depends on how you manipulate the shadow, which color you will see. Honestly, I've even seen green. It's just absolutely beautiful. Perfect. Like mix of warm and cool shades. It's just so beautiful. Like, it looks wet, but it does have a pink base, so it's not like a translucent base. So we'll see how it looks, but I'm very curious. I have to use it. I was going to put this one everywhere, but y'all know I love green, so I'm going to put this one on the inner corner and just kind of a little bit layer it on top of that green. Okay, so on the lower lash line, I definitely need to use these two shades. See, these are the only two that I haven't used, but first I'm going to go in with the yellow, and then I'll probably layer that black right on top. There is just something about this shade that just gets me every time I use a shade like this. Okay, so this one right here, it reminds me of like a midnight blue. It's almost like a black, but there's blue in there, and you also see some beautiful silver sparkles. And I'm just going to kind of put this right here where the green meets those matte shades. And then I will be back to show you the finished look. Okay, so this is the finished look. Ignore this eye, I messed up on my wing, but I just went in with the, let's see, the pink shade and just did like a little wing, and then I also put in my waterline. I went in with What's Up Beauty mascara, and I'm pretty sure that's everything that I did. So now I'm going to turn down the brightness, and then we'll do some lippy swatches. One of my favorite things from Fantasy Cosmetica is the way their shimmers sparkle. I absolutely love them so much. Like, are you kidding me? Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, now I'm going in with the purple one, and it smells like grapes. It smells so good. I don't like to layer it on too thick, but this is what the purple one looks like. I cannot wait. Cannot wait to layer it on the shade in, what is this? Angela from Unearthly. So cute. I love the smell of this. So I probably should have done the purple one last because my lips are a little purple still. Now I'm doing the green one. And this one has sparkles. I can't pinpoint the scent. What scent is this? Not pigmented at all. I'm going to go in one more time just to see. Okay, there's some green. And here it is. Okay, not my best angle, but here are the sparkles up close on the green one. Okay, so now I'm doing the red one, and this is just 1.5 dots. Very pigmented. Okay, now I'm going to build it up. Just with that one dip. I'm not going back in. I have no lip liner on, obviously. She's pigmented. I feel so Christmassy right now, so I'm going to zoom you out and give you my final thoughts. Okay, so let's go over my thoughts on this collection. Keep in mind this is just a first impressions. As far as the palette goes, it's so beautiful. I love that the color story on the inside really reflects the outside of the packaging. The color story is so unique to my collection, and it inspires me to play. I love that this has so much versatility. You could create so many different looks. You could go monochromatic with the greens or the pinks. You could go grungy with the more blacky blue shades, or you can mix it up. You can just go with the yellow and one of the shimmers and get more of like a wearable look, if you will. I love the look that I came up with. It was nothing that I had in mind. I just wanted to dive in and make sure I used all the shades for today's video, since I was only going to be able to do one look. And I love how the formulation is. The matte shades blended on top of one another, amazing, and the shimmers are on another level. Before I wrap this video up, I did want to live swatch the smooth multi-chrome ritual, because it wouldn't be like a Brittany Ray video unless I swatch something live. You know the drill, so here we go. I'm just so excited. Okay, there we go. I can keep going. Oh, I want to make sure it's on camera. Look at that. Alright, now let's blend it out. This is why I love Fantasy Cosmetic. Like, are you serious right now? This is just skin. I don't have like Vaseline or anything like that on. Look at that blue, yellow, green. Yep. This shade right here is next level. Okay, I had to show you that one. Now that you know I love the palette, let's move on to the lip oils. Holy moly. So I do like that Fantasy Cosmetica, they ask like which products you want. Like, do you want the palette? Do you want lip oils? Which lip oils do you want? Which perfumes do you want? Do you want any? Y'all know I love lip oils, so I got all 5 because I figured with lip oils they would be sheer. I go through lip oils constantly, and they are amazing. I'm so excited to say, like, this shade right here is my favorite out of the 5. Obviously it's more wearable in a way, but honestly you can make them all pretty like everyday friendly if you just do like 1 or 2 dots. They all worked for me except for Demon, just because I'm not the biggest fan of the scent. I have not used this. It's beautiful. It's got black sparkles. It's a beautiful gray with holographic sparkles in there. I'm going to save it for a giveaway. It's too pretty. I don't want to ruin it because it's like the scent. I almost used it and I was like, I don't know about that scent, but the other four, they just smell lovely. So the purple's great, obviously, and then the more reddish smells like a raspberry. The green and then this more browny orangey one, they're fruity. Very lovely. I've been wearing this one all day. I've been reapplying it as necessary. You can't catch me without a lip oil, I swear. And honestly, it's very thin, comfortable. It's not sticky. There's a slight plump, but it kind of takes a few, I would say like 30 minutes before you start feeling it, and then you're like, oh, okay, I feel a little something, but it's nothing like painful or anything. I absolutely love the feeling. It's very nice and potentially one of my favorite lip oils in my collection. I hope they come out with just a very like just straight up clear. That would be the just like my absolute favorite, because this formulation, I love it. I love the doe foot packaging, everything. 10 out of 10. Do not sleep on these lip oils. They are incredible. Okay, so moving on to the fragrance right here. This one, it smells amazing. So honestly, it starts off very earthy, and you can smell the rose, just like the mossy tones in here. And then it will kind of like transition to sexy, deep, masculine. I love it. It just smells like, on me, it smells like a sexy man. I'm here for it. So definitely, I did not expect to like this one that much. It smells amazing. And I like how the bottle feels luxe. It's hand painted. It's glass. It just looks nice, you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that. Like 10 out of 10, packaging, lip oils, and the fragrances. I'm super excited and intrigued. Let me know what you're going to be picking up from this collection. Are you skipping it? Are you going to shop your stash? If you could only pick one item, would you get the palette, the lippies, or the fragrance? I would love to know down below. But for me, if I could only pick one thing, like normally I would pick a palette, but their lip oils, like, game changer for me. I love them. That's that much. But that's going to do it for today's video. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're doing well. I hope that you are healthy, happy, and safe. Stay beautiful. Bye, guys.